Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 9th of August. Trying to figure out summer convection across the Deep South. Always a puzzle. Let's get in here and see what's happening this afternoon. First off, we'll start with some of the Skycam shots around the network. That's the Birmingham Skycam, and we've got clouds around, kind of limiting the daytime heating process, keeping the air relatively stable, and accordingly, we have not seen a whole lot of rain today, at least in this part of the state, during the midday hours. That could change later this evening, but at the moment, things are pretty quiet. Looks like the sun is breaking through in Fayette, and we note a few cumulus clouds there, some buildups beginning to develop, and again, those could blossom into storms. And we'll check the Huntsville Skycam. Look at that big old Saturn V rocket. I love to see that thing. That's at the Space and Rocket Center. And up in the Tennessee Valley, the sky is generally cloudy. There's the water vapor satellite shot. And again, you can see drier air not that far away, up over Missouri and Kentucky and nosing down into Tennessee. And we'll see if that can ease in here tomorrow. But again, you can see that deeper moisture axis over North Alabama where the sky is mostly cloudy. There's a look at the actual surface fronts, and you can see that leading front is approaching Memphis and Nashville along Interstate 40. And there is noticeably drier air behind that. Thought we checked the dew points across the Deep South, and so far, obviously, we don't have any dry air. You can see the dew points are still mostly in the 70s. But if you go up to Kentucky, way up the top of the screen up there, you can see a dew point of 63. And again, we'll just kind of watch and see if that dry air can nose in here tomorrow. All right, the radar, and there's the deal. It looks like we've got showers and thunderstorms developing down to the south, where there's differential heating. We've got kind of clouds in place over North Alabama and sunshine down south, and active thunderstorms are currently in progress over parts of central Alabama, that US 80 corridor, Demopolis, Selma, Montgomery, Auburn, and Opelika. And we'll watch those, and of course, those will stay down to the south. The big question is, are we going to see new development later today? And that remains to be seen. And again, you can see how clearly temperatures are in the 80s around here. Only 83 in Coleman, 84 for Gadsden, Birmingham 87, upper 80s for Tuscaloosa and Anniston. And again, we'll see Montgomery sitting at 93, but again, with thunderstorms moving in, they'll be cooling down. And around the nation, guess what? It's triple-digit heat again in Texas. Looks like Abilene sitting about 102. So that just rolls along. But look at the cool air up north. Even seeing some 50s up there in Canada. That sounds awfully nice. Watch warning map. Things pretty quiet around the nation, but we note this mesoscale discussion just issued as I'm doing the update here by the Storm Prediction Center, and they are indicating the possibility of a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of central Alabama. And again, they've kind of got that area basically from Birmingham down to about Dothan in that zone in through here. And we'll see. There's potential for wet microbursts for the storms that do form in there. So again, we'll just keep an eye on that. Convective outlooks got a slight risk for the southern two-thirds of the state, basically for Birmingham south. Also, 3 other small areas to the north. Day 2, slight risk. Now they've nosed that thing into northwest Alabama, Hamilton and Muscle Shoals, back over to Oklahoma City and Lubbock, Texas. And on day 3, a slight risk way up north. There's the QPF chart. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning at 7, suggesting some pretty good amounts here for North Alabama. And again, that remains to be seen if we can get that much. I mean, that's over 2 inches there for the northern part of the state. Check the tropical weather scene. Guess what? Nothing happening. What's left of Emily is just kind of floating away in the middle of nowhere, and looks like a wave has come off the coast of Africa in the low latitudes. But again, very dry air continues across much of the Atlantic Basin, and things are so quiet. Let's check the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And again, obviously, the stronger winds aloft are just north of here. And down below that, you can see evidence of drier air trying to work in here from the north and east. And the model has been pretty similar in recent days, suggesting the better chance of a shower will be south and west of Birmingham, maybe Tuscaloosa to Mobile and below Montgomery. So the probability of getting wet at this point for any one given spot, especially from Birmingham north and east, looks small. And temperatures, if the air is drier, will heat up pretty effectively. Low 90s are likely, but we'll see if we can get those lower dew points in here. Thursday, again, looks kind of dry, but it looks like another surface front is trying to come in here from the north with a little band of showers and storms north of us, and that might try and ease in here late Thursday or Thursday night. So we have gone back and inserted that into the forecast. And then Friday, the air looks pretty dry, and that looks like a day where rain would not be a big issue, with highs again low to mid-90s. So I think clearly the latter half of the week will be drier than the last few days, but taking out the chance of rain completely looks dangerous at this point. As we all know, our skill at forecasting summer convection is not that good. It's a great mystery. Saturday, look at the trough developing over the east, ridging out west, kind of high amplitude for August, and that's going to push another surface boundary down this way, and it looks like at some point over the weekend we could see a round of showers and storms, and again, this has got the bulk of the activity north of us Saturday evening, and then by Sunday it kind of moves on to the south as dry air takes over. So maybe late Saturday, Saturday night, or even Sunday morning we could see a band of showers and storms, and then by Monday, look at that, just dry as a bone. And that should get us down in the 60s, maybe even low 60s up in parts of the Tennessee Valley. Doesn't that sound good? In a week from today, moisture starts to creep back in. And we do note way out there in the Atlantic some little tropical mischief, but again, anything out in that position more than likely will not be a botherment here. Check the end of the forecast, August the 25th. And again, it's upper ridging. That 588 ridge has shunted the prime jet stream way up north, up into northern Canada. And again, that just kind of looks hot and steamy with some risk of scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.